Okay, I've always wanted to do a drum roll intro, so we're gonna do that today. Gotcha. What's up, YouTube? Today we are going to be using generative AI to remove things from your photos. So let's get it. What's up, YouTube? My name is Isaiah and I help content creators level up their production game. And today we're going to be using Photoshop Beta, and I'm going to teach you guys how to use AI to remove things from your photos. So without further ado, let's jump right in my laptop. Alright, so I have this photo that we're going to use as an example today. This is a Land Rover Defender 110. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do three things. We're going to remove pretty much everything so that the ground is clean, and take out those windows in the back of the white wall that we shot for the building. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to take out these black lines, we're going to take out this line, we're going to take out all these windows, and we're going to take out that line. And then we're just going to touch up some areas and make this photo magazine, picture perfect clean. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the lasso tool. And yes, I know I have to update, but the video is more important. So I'm going to focus on that, all right? So we're going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to start selecting around the area that we want to clean up. And I don't like these, no, excuse me, I just burped a little bit. I don't like these little black lines. This is from like the blacktop, so like it was like asphalt. And what they do is, like, if they have cracks and stuff, they'll just put like this weird filler on it. Like if you drive on the road, you probably see it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those out using the Generative Fill, and we're gonna type in remove black line and make it look like one seamless image. We're gonna let that do its thing. And the reason why I like using this is if I was to use the healing tool or the other just fill tool, it would just take forever, or even like the content aware tool, because sometimes it's a hit or miss. But this AI stuff just really knocks it out the park, and I think it just works great for my workflow, like personally. But like, check this out, it looks so good. Like it took what, 10 seconds. All I had to do was type in the prompt that I needed, and it looks so good. And we're gonna do that for the same thing over here on the wall as well. And at the end, I have a little bonus for you guys. We're gonna try something pretty extreme just to show you how good it is and show you like what you could use it for. But we're gonna do the same thing for this one. Remove line on the white wall and make it look like one seamless image. Also, sorry if you hear my fan on my laptop. This is an old computer. This is a 2013 computer, but this is what I got, and we'll make the most out of what I have. So as this generative AI, does its thing, it honestly gives you so much more free time if you have a better computer. And these little 10 seconds, 30-second increments where you just let the AI do its thing, it's way quicker than if you were to add it up just doing everything by hand, or using content aware fill, or even just using the fill tool, or just using the patch tool. Like, honestly, it just saves so much time, and that little bit of time will add up to your edit time, and you'll probably end up wasting 20 seconds just trying to do something more complicated when you could just use the AI, which makes it just way easier on your life. So stay up with the times. I promise you it'll save you a lot of time. But let's look at the result for this. It's golden. Like, look at this. It's crazy how good it is. And those two things probably took me 20 seconds to do. So now we're gonna remove the windows, and I wanna see if I could remove them in bulk. I could use a patch tool, but like I said, sometimes, especially with photos like these, they have gradients on the wall. So like if I take a photo, I'm using polarizer, or if you're using you're taking a photo and you're using like a variable ND, sometimes it can leave this nice gradient on the background, so it just doesn't look like one flat white wall, which I think looks great for photos. But when it comes to editing and stuff, sometimes it can get a little bit of wonky if you're trying to remove things because of that gradient. But this AI thing, I'm pretty sure it could do it, but let's see how far we can push it. So I have the window selected, and we're gonna say remove black windows and make, can't spell again, and make it look like one seamless image. All right, let's see how this does. All right, so as you can see, like it obviously didn't take out all of them, but for the most part, it pretty much did the job. And like this is a scenario where you could just take like the patch tool or something like that and just kind of just slide it over and just kind of get your thing. But it also gives you 3 different options to your prompts that you put in. So if I just scroll through, like we'll actually see if it actually did the job. So this one I see you could easily replace that. So what I would do is go over to the patch tool and we will select what we don't want and we slide it over. And let's see how that does. Boom, see? That took a lot of time off my editing because this isn't the first time that I've actually edited photos from this location. It's easier because it's a white wall, but also too, it's just not fun. Just trust me, it's not fun. It takes a little bit more time and you can honestly save up a lot of time using generative AI to just speed up your workflow and get more done. You could probably be on the next photo with the amount of time that's amalgamated just from doing one photo's editing without the generative AI. Now we're gonna go on to the second line, and this one's gonna be a little bit, it's gonna be a 2-parter because we're gonna have to go in from, let me just move the mic. We're gonna have to go in from the top first, and we're gonna have to select around this guy. We also don't want it to look a little wonky when it meets the trim on top of the building. So, where are we going? Where are we going? There we go. So we will meet that, and we will do the same prompt that we did from the line that we had on the other side previously, on the left side. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna copy and paste. I'm gonna let that do its thing. All right, so it didn't do anything. All right, so we're gonna do this one more time, and I'm actually gonna type in what I want it to do. So we're gonna type in remove line from wall and make it look like one seamless image. And the reason why I say make it look like one seamless image is sometimes, you know, sometimes it's just giving it more information, and it's just kind of giving it more information to get a better result at the end. So like if we look back over here, it pretty much did the job. So you can select I actually like the third one better because it takes away, if you can see like more of the top area around here, it takes away that little bit of, I call it muddiness, but that's a music production term, but it just takes away a little bit more of the harshness of that line. And pretty much we're just gonna do the same thing for this selection that we used for the window last time. So I just need to make my selection, and then we're gonna go to remove black windows, and we're going to paste that same prompt that we did. This is very similar to ChatGPT. It's just kind of saying like, hey, write me a list of 20 YouTube titles with whatever yada yada. Essentially that's what you're doing with here. So I hope that kind of makes sense for you. And look at that, it did it one shot. So now if we zoom back out, we just have this beautiful white wall. Let me just take that menu bar out. We have this beautiful white wall, and honestly, if you're an automotive photographer or videographer, this is like your dream, just finding a big white wall, a nice background just to shoot on, because it's better than taking a photo at some place and then taking the background out and inserting your own, making it look real. Like this saved me hours of editing. But we can also, if we really wanted to, we probably should. So we're gonna actually go down over here, and we're gonna remove the continuation of that line that I didn't pick up before, and we're just gonna do the same thing. Remove line and make it look like one seamless image. Let that do its thing. Boom. Good enough for me. Sometimes good enough is all you need. And look at that, right? It looks pretty dope, right? All right, so I did promise a bonus tip, and what we're gonna do is, I know the mic's in the shot, guys, like don't crucify me, right? But the bonus thing that I want to do is we're actually gonna remove the car from the photo and see really how good it is. Because if I can remove this car from this image and keep the integrity of the white wall and the asphalt ground, imagine the implications that you could use if you're just trying to remove a water bottle from a photo, or if you're trying to remove a person from a photo, whatever it is. You can do that in Photoshop. So we're gonna try to remove this car. I'm just gonna say remove car and make it look like one seamless image. That was a bad selection. Do better, guys. You gotta do better than me. But we're gonna do this. And let's see. Honestly, I really don't know how this is gonna work. I've never done this, but I really don't feel like it couldn't do it. Let's see, remove car and make it look like one seamless image. Yet again, we gonna let it do its thing. Bruh, are you kidding me? This thing, you can use this for anything. Honestly, I literally just typed in one prompt and it pretty much took out the whole car from the photo. So, all right, look, like, this is so crazy. All right, look at this, look. I'm gonna show y'all before and after. Let's group these. My gosh, like that's crazy. All right, we're gonna group this. This is the before and this is the after. Is there anything generative AI can't do? Honestly. But you see how you can use this implication, right? Like you can honestly use this for anything. If you're trying to remove anything, and even if you're just doing like, let's say you're doing like a portrait shot of you and you have a pimple, like me, I have a pimple right here. If you have a pimple, or if you have, I don't know, you want to do something crazy. Let's say you want to remove someone's eyes or remove their nose or put a new hat on. You can honestly do that through this. But that's it for me, folks. Super quick, super easy. Gave you a little bonus tip, fun little experiment. But like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Actually, really liking these things and leaving a comment actually boosts it out to the algorithm. So please like and comment and then subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. All links are down below for everything that you see in the set. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Shoo.